It's a really quick part one of trying to install a headlight on this bike. So I spent like an hour last night, or the other night, trying to find this headlight connector. So what I found is, out of all these connectors here, speaker accessory, then there's a horn accessory connector, and headlight accessory at 12 volts. So out of all of these connectors, the only one that was actually true to this diagram was the horn connector. That really had 5 volts on it, 3-pin. Speaker connector accessories wires didn't have anything on them, and the headlight accessory connector was 60 volts. So basically I came up here and saw this and assumed this was the headlight connector, because that would make the most sense, but there's nothing on this. There's no voltage. These are the brake safety switches. If you unplug these, you could hit the brake and throttle at the same time. And if you keep these plugged in, don't ride on any hills. At least don't stop. All right, so here's the, I'll pull it out here. Yeah, so this here is the headlight accessory connector, and this is 60 volts, and that's switches. So if you see the key positions, it's off and on, and then headlight. So when the key goes all the way to the right, that turns basically the full battery power to this. So what I did was I bought one of these things, and it's basically like a buck transformer, or they call it a DC to DC converter. But so it's a little bit oversized for this, but as far as its amperage output, so this light here, it's a little bit big for the bike, but it's going to look cool. I really just want the daytime running light. So I expect this light to pull like fractional amperage. So what I could do is, just to be safe, in case there's ever any shorts or anything, I could put the fuse in here and make it, as small as possible. But nothing's going to happen. So to mount this, well, the first thing is, once I got the light, I tried to figure out how to mount it. So a couple things I did. I had to grind those off here. I took this off the, I cut this off, this standoff. See how it's like standing off this piece here from this metal? It's just sticking out, is what I mean. I cut that off the number plate that the bike came with, and that gives you the same angle. If I'm mounting it in the same spot as the number plate it came with, and I'm using the same standoff, it'll be at the same angle, which will look right. Then I drilled like a hole through it, and I put these this hardware in with some nylock nuts, and I'm going to use that to attach to this bracket that I put on the light. And then these posts that stick out the bottom, they stick in those holes. So those holes weren't there. I had to make that hole. So yeah, so this is gonna basically sit like that, and look something like that. So once I knew that I could mount it, then I started looking for the voltage. So now that I have this, and I said, all right, well, how do I mount this? First I was going to go low, but the wires kind of become an issue then. So what I found is there's some holes up here. You can see there's 3 of them. So look at this. So that's the cock dolly right there. And then I found some hardware to use, and the hardware, so this hole is threaded now, and I took a drill and very lightly drilled that out a little bit bigger, and then I threaded this, so now quarter 20 will thread in this, and quarter 20 will thread in this, so I might be able to mount it without even using a nut, and just drill in a screw with a lock washer or something, and make all my connections. I think it's all going to work. So it's just a little bit disappointing that the diagram says there's going to be 12 volts and they didn't put the part in to do it. So yeah, this may be a little bit more in depth than most people would want for putting a headlight on, especially considering most of these bikes come with headlights. But yeah, this Stage 2 is, you know, very much a Suron clone, but I think it's kind of cooler in a lot of ways. And yeah, so I'll upload a video tomorrow or some other time with the finished product. Peace.